Hello, good morning friends. Welcome back to your favorite channel CodeOneDigest. Today in this tutorial, we will learn what are the special types and array in TypeScript, how to define special types, what all different types of special types are available in TypeScript, and what are the arrays, how can we define arrays in TypeScript. As we know, array is a collection of elements of certain type. So we'll learn how to define array in TypeScript and how to use it in our program. Right, friends? So this is chapter 2 that I'm going to cover today. So here is the agenda of this lesson 2 today. I'll cover the special types, type any, type unknown, type null and undefined. How do we use it? In which particular scenario we can use these types, right? And finally, we'll understand the arrays and what is typed array or tuple, right? So we'll understand all of this in this video. So stay tuned and watch this video till end. It is going to be very exciting and informative tutorial for you guys. Friends, in the previous video, I covered the introduction of TypeScript. I explained what all the simple types available in TypeScript, and I demonstrated how to define those simple types like string, boolean, and number, and how to play with it. So if you have not seen the previous video, so go and watch the previous video. The link is there on your screen and also given in the description section of this video. And also I have created a complete playlist of TypeScript tutorial. So go and watch all the videos in this tutorial. It is going to be very exciting and very informative playlist. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. So now I have opened my Visual Studio Code and this is my lesson 2 project. In previous video, we learned how to set up the TypeScript, how to install TypeScript, and how to configure TypeScript config file, config.json. So if you have not seen that video, so go and watch the previous video where I have shown how to set up and configure the TypeScript. So in this tutorial, let me show you the special types. And first of the special type that I am discussing here is type any. Okay. So any is a type that disable the type checking and effectively allow all types to be used. So if I define any variable as any, then it will take value of type any. It can take value as a boolean or a string or a number. So let's see what I have written here. I have defined a variable anywhere, okay, and it's of type any, right? And I'm assigning a value true. That means I'm assigning a boolean value to anywhere. Then on line number 7, I am printing the value of anywhere. And at line number 8, I am printing the type of anywhere. So I'm printing type of is operator, type of anywhere. So we'll see here it will print boolean and here it will print the value true. Then on line number 10, I am assigning a string pawan into anywhere. Then again, I am printing the value of that anywhere variable and also printing the type of that variable. So here it will print pawan at line number 11, it will print pawan, and line number 12, it will print a string. That means by using type any, we are disabling type checking, right? This is a default feature of JavaScript. If we use a variable of type any, then it can take any value. Then on line number 14, I'm assigning a number value to anywhere and again printing the value at line number 15 and printing the type of that variable at line number 16. So here it will print at line number 15, it will print 32 and at line number 16, it will print number. So let's run this program and see the output. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. So now I have opened the command prompt and let us compile and run the anywhere file. Okay. So we'll write tsc any type.ts. Okay. Let's run this. It will compile. It will create a JavaScript file, right? And now we'll run node anytype.js, right? Now let me run this. So see, it has printed the value true and then type of that variable is boolean. Then it has printed the value pawan and type of that variable is string. And then it has printed the value 32 and now the type has become number. That means any is a type which takes any value. Right, friends? I hope this is clear. Okay, friend. So now let's see another type, that is unknown. Unknown is similar to any, but it's a safer alternative to any, right? And we use unknown when in the beginning, if you don't know what is the type of the data, so you prefer to use unknown so that you can assign the correct type or you typecast it to correct type later stage. Okay, friend. So let's understand this unknown with some examples. So I have defined unknown variable of type unknown and assigning a value string here. So at line number 6, I am printing the value of it. So it will print CodeOneDigest. And at line number 7, I am printing a type of unknown variable. So here it will print string. It is absolutely similar to any, right? Now at line number 9, I'm assigning 32 number in the same variable and it works absolutely fine like any. Then at line number 10, I'm printing the value 32 and at line number 11, I'm printing the type of that variable. It will print number. This is again similar to any. Now at line number 14, I'm defining another variable of type unknown, but I'm not assigning any value and just printing the variable. So at this line number 15, it will print undefined because we have not assigned any value to this variable of unknown type. So when it is not assigned any value, it will print undefined. It will print undefined, right? So I have created a variable of type unknown, but it has no value, hence it will print undefined. Then I'm assigning a value true, so it will print true here. Then I'm assigning value 7, it will print 7 here. Then I'm assigning the string here, it will print a string here. Then I'm assigning array, it will print array here. Then I'm assigning a JSON here, it will print JSON. Then I'm taking a random number using math.random function, it will print that value here. I'm assigning null, it will print null here. And I'm assigning undefined, it will print undefined here. There is no magic there, okay? Now, one thing to remember is unknown type variable can only be assigned to another unknown type variable or variable of type any. Okay, unknown type is displayed as undefined. So let's say I have defined variable A of type unknown, then I'm printing A, it will print undefined. Then I'm defining variable B again of type unknown, and then I can take A into B, right? This is possible only if B is also type unknown and A is also type unknown. Then only this assignment is possible, right? Then I'm printing the value of B, it will also print undefined. Then I'm defining variable C of type any, okay? So it will also allow, it will work, and printing the variable C will print undefined, right friends? So we can assign a unknown variable only in a unknown variable or a type any, right friends? Another thing is interesting here is unknown is the best use when you don't know the type, when you don't know the type of data in advance. So here I'm assigning a value string in variable A and printing the type of that variable. It will print a string and later I can typecast it and print the value of A using console.log. So when I say A as a string, this is a typecast signature. So whenever we have to typecast in TypeScript, then we write as data type. So this is a variable as data type. So A as a string. So it will convert A into a string and then print the value of variable A. Right friends? So let's go and run this program for unknown type and see the output. Okay friends, so now I'm in a console. Let me compile and run this file. So I will write tsc unknown.ts, right? And then I'll say node unknown.js. Yes, so it is printing value code1digest as a string, then type of that variable is a string, then value 32, then type of that value is number. Here undefined because this variable, so this is undefined because we assign undefined into that variable. And then this is boolean 7 string array json and math.random assign null, right? And these are undefined all are undefined because we were checking the assigning A into B and assigning A into C, right? So we are just defining the variable but not initializing it. And we learned here that we can assign unknown to unknown or unknown to any, right? So that is why they all are printing undefined. And finally, we assign variable A with the string CodeOneDigest, and we are printing the type of and value CodeOneDigest by typecasting it to into a string, right? A as a string. So it is printing CodeOneDigest. Right, friends? Clear? I hope unknown is now clear to you. Friends, before we proceed in this video, I request you to subscribe this channel to grow CodeOneDigest family. Friends, I am creating a lot of quality videos on programming, coding concepts, design pattern and design principles, cloud and container technologies, but I'm not getting subscribers. I request you to like, share and subscribe this channel so that I can grow our CodeOneDigest family. Thank you. Okay, friend. So let's see the third type null and undefined. Undefined and null are types that refer to a JavaScript primitive, undefined and null. So these are the primitive type in JavaScript, undefined and null. So TypeScript also using the same. So we define variable y of type undefined and having a value undefined, and then variable z as null and value null. When we print the type of undefined, it will print undefined, but for null, it will print object because null is treated as a type object. So here we see the type is undefined, but at line number 9, we'll see that it is printing object. And then when we print the value of this variable undefined and null, so undefined will print undefined and null will print null. So let's run this and see how the program looks like. Let me go to console and will write tsc null, right? So let me compile this. It is compiling. It will create a JavaScript file. I'll say node null JS file. So see, it is printing the type of the variable undefined and type of null variable is object and value of undefined is undefined and value of null is null, right? So the behavior is very similar to JavaScript. How this undefined and null works in JavaScript, it is similar to that, right, friends? Okay, friends. So now it's time for us to learn arrays in TypeScript. As we know, array are the collection of items of particular type, right? In TypeScript also, it is the same concept, but we have to understand there are many variants, many flavor of it, right? Let's understand using simple example one by one. Okay, so here at line number 5, I have defined variable array of type string array and defining as an empty array. So I have assigned an empty array to a variable array. Then I'm pushing a value CodeOneDigest string into it and printing the array. And then I'm pushing another value TypeScript tutorial into that array and printing the value of array. So at line number 7, it will print CodeOneDigest. And line number 9, it will print both CodeOneDigest and TypeScript tutorial. Then I'm defining another array, variable array 2, again of type string array, assigning empty array to it and inserting, pushing the value CodeOneDigest and TypeScript tutorial and printing the array here and also printing the type of that variable array 2, similar to variable array 1, right? What we are learning here is, as we have defined the constant, okay, what is the difference between this variable array 1 and variable array 2 is variable array is a constant, right? And this is a normal variable. So we cannot change the value of constant var array. If I do this operation, I'm trying to assign array 2 into var array 1. It is giving me, the compiler is giving me error that cannot assign to var array because it is a constant. So this is the constant behavior. This is the behavior of constant in TypeScript. If you have defined a variable as a constant, then you cannot change the value of it. That is why I have commented it. But you can do reverse, because let is a normal variable, so we can take value of var array into var array 2. So we can do that. That is why line number 23, var array 2 is able to take the value from var array, right? And we are printing the var array 2. I hope this is clear. Now the next concept here is we can also make array as a read only. That means we cannot insert or remove any value out of that array, right? This behavior looks very similar to constant, but in constant we talk about at the whole object level, right? You cannot replace the object with another object. But here I cannot even insert a value. So here in this constant, though I have defined var array as a constant, I was able to push the value inside it. That means in that array, I can push as many element I want to push, but I cannot replace the whole object of array with any other array. So how to prevent it? We can prevent from modifying array by making it read only. When I define read only array of type number array and make it read only and initialize it with 1, 2, 3 value, then at line number 30, I cannot push 5 into this array. It will say that property push does not exist on type read only number array. Why? Because we have made it read only. Hence, the compiler is giving me this error. If I remove read only, then that error goes away, right? So this is the effect of read only keyword. If we make array read only, then that push operation will not work. Hence, we have to comment this line, right? Push method is not available for read only array. And then finally, I'm printing it. So let's run this program and see the output of it, right? Let me go to the console. Yeah, so I'm in a console now and I'll compile the code first, right? Let me do that. And now I'll run the code array.js. See, so it is printing first line. This is first string CodeOneDigest. Then printing second time with CodeOneDigest in TypeScript tutorial. This is second array where array 2, it is printing value CodeOneDigest 2, and this is CodeOneDigest 2 and TypeScript tutorial 2. And okay, it is printing the type of that array is type object. It is not array. The type of that array is printing object. And this is the line where we assign var array into var array 2. Hence, we have replaced the value of var array 2. So this value goes away. CodeOneDigest 2 and tutorial 2 goes away. And var array 2 is also printing CodeOneDigest and TypeScript tutorial, right? So this is the value of var array 1. Then finally, we printing the value of our number array. And we learned that we cannot push any value inside array if it is read only. Right, friends? Clear? I hope this is interesting and you're liking this. That is why I'm explaining with each and every example. Okay, friends. So now, as we learn how array works in TypeScript, let's understand another flavor of array in TypeScript, that is typed array, or we also call it tuple. Tuple is a typed array with predefined length and types for each index. Okay, so this is very interesting in TypeScript that in an array we can have value of different types, and at particular index we can define what would be the type of that item. So let's see that with example. So at line number 4, I'm defining a tuple array variable. This is the name of my array, tuple array, and I'm saying it will hold number, boolean, and string, right? And then I'm assigning value here in the same order, number, boolean, and string, right? You have to make sure that sequence of value must match with the type you have defined for those item. That is number, followed by Boolean, followed by string. Right, friends? If I try to change the sequence of items, then I get compiler error. You see here, I'm trying to push Boolean first, then string, and then number, and I'm getting error. The type Boolean is not assignable to type number because at 0 index it is expecting number and we have given Boolean. So this will not work. Hence, it make the array very safe, right? As per expectation. If you have defined it like this, then your value will be saved in a same sequence. It should save in a same sequence. Right, friends? But there is one problem here. As I have defined number, boolean and string, that means at index 0, index 1 and index 2. This is fine. These three index are fixed and it will work as per the type you have defined. But I am able to push in the same array, right, a new value that is at index 3. So index 0 is number, index 1 is boolean, index 2 is string. And then at index 3, I am pushing another string. It is allowing me. It will not prevent me that you cannot insert a new item to it. And this new item can be of any type. It can be string or it can be boolean or it can be number. So to prevent that, how can we prevent any further push into array? We just learned in previous exercise, right? In previous example, we can make array as a read only, right? Hence, I've defined read only tuple array and I made it read only and then defined the structure that is number, boolean and string. I've initialized that read only tuple array with number, boolean and string. And then at this line number 24, I am trying to push a new element into array, but it is not allowing me. The compiler is giving error. That property push does not exist on type read only, right? So this will make your array foolproof. If you expect that index 0 will always be number, index 1 will always be boolean, and index 2 will always be string, then make it read only so that you are sure, 100% sure that values will be sequenced accordingly. Right, friends? I hope this is clear. Okay, friends. So now let's run this and see the output of this file. Tuple. Okay, friends. Now I'm in console. I'll compile this tuple.ts, right? And now let me run this tuple.js. So yes, it is printing one true and type array test. See, the first array where we push the new item into it, so it gone into index 3. This is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2, and this is index 3. So new item is allowed to push into a normal array. But when we make it read only, then you cannot push a new item into array. Right, friends? I hope it is clear now. We'll see more interesting topic in upcoming lessons. Keep watching CodeOneDigest, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel to grow CodeOneDigest family. I'll cover more and more interesting topics in upcoming lessons. Okay, friends? Friends, you need not to worry about the code. If you want all these exercises, this is available in my GitHub repository. So you can go. So this is my GitHub repository, CodeOneDigest, TypeScript, complete tutorial. Just download this repository. You can clone it and start playing with it. All the lessons will be available inside this repository. As we proceed in this tutorial, more and more lesson will get added to it. So you can take the latest of this repository to get the new lessons. Right, friends? You can just load this root directory into your Visual Studio and run the code lesson by lesson. Okay, you can practice it, you can modify and play with it. It will be very, very useful to you. Okay, friends, and if you have any query or doubt, so drop me a comment. I will try to respond to your query. Okay, friends. Friends, if you like this video, so give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for the more interesting videos. Click on the bell icon for the latest video notifications and do not forget to share this video with all your friends and colleagues. This is very useful information for students, beginners, and software engineers. I am putting a lot of efforts in creating these contents. So please help me growing the CodeOneDigest family. Please subscribe to CodeOneDigest channel for the latest programming and technology related videos. Thank you.